Alright, so this video is about something important, and this is what angels told me to tell you. England, France, Rome, and Germany are gathered together. And if things came to combat with America, which it was already on the way, but I was going to get into that. Just know this message is not spoken in arrogance or pride. I was wanting to know, and I was talking to God, and what He had told me, I wrote it down. So England, France, Rome, and Germany are gathered together, and they have the mmva, and that is how the IAV is gonna take America. Okay, so England, France, Rome, and Germany have the USNVAI. It's an acronym, and this is how the IAV is going to take America. And I asked God why. And God said Canada has interrogated and integrated our U.S. borders, and England was aware of it in 1770, all the way to 1886. In 1886 is really when they really started knowing things were going on here in America that weren't right. So, that was a message in the video. Now, I asked God, well, who does America feel like it's siding with? You know, as a country. And the only 4 countries He gave me was America, Iran, India, and Germany. But God told me to put 2 stars by Germany. So America, United States feels like it has itself, America, Iran, India, and Germany. And God told me to put 2 stars by Germany. And then I asked, well, you know, what I was asking was, who is wanting to, you know, take care of America, United States because of, you know, well, outhandedness and wrong outreach of arms, pretty much, and security. Had to do with security intelligence. God told me England wanted to say, God said, it had to do with your security intelligence here in the United States. So I asked God, who are 4 countries? I said, who are the countries that's going to take the United States if it was taken? And He said, England, France, Rome, and Germany. And I said, well, how? And He said, the USNVAI, an acronym, is how the IAV is taking America. And I said, why? And the response the angels told me was, Canada has interrogated and integrated our U.S. borders since 1770. And when they really started becoming familiar with the integration, the other countries that were watching America and waiting on correspondence and reflective documents and curtails of activities and duties that were supposed to return back to the motherland, it was around 1770, and when they really started noticing it was 1886. And it's when it was really noticed was around 1886, but they had an idea that it was going on in 1770. So, I'm an American United Statesman, but I'm a patriot of America. I sure am. But listen, I'm a moral person, and I've got good judgment, and I've got a righteous moral law. And I don't agree with treason. And angels told me, a detective. Well, really, angels did, and the detective that once lived in California had told me, Ryan, California committed treason a long time ago, and it's committed treason ever since then towards the United States. And he also, that certain detective that worked over there and lived there, had also told me that they started building an illegal nuclear missile silo in the 1960s. California did, and I think he said it was somewhere in a mountain or something somewhere over there, but it's an illegal nuclear missile silo. And well, but in the righteousness and my own moral law, even as a patriot of America, the United States, I was talking to angels about the true legality of things going on, and I wanted to know what's going on, because, for some reason I started getting these ideas that Canada was integrated into our borders and acting as American citizens, but secretively they're working on behalf of Canada. And that's pretty much gets down to where do we place Canada as Canadians and the French were thinking, where do we place our society of peoples that we're classing over there? And it was pretty much the Midwest. That's why you have the Panhandle State, Oklahoma. Someone nicknamed that the Panhandle State, and if it's a panhandle, it's a pan. And you don't use a pan unless you're cooking something in it. So Ryan got to looking at a geographical map and noticed what was below the pan. That's Texas, and that's the fire for the pan. And, and then there was Oklahoma, the pan, and then there's the thing above Oklahoma, and that's Kansas. So that's the food. And he looked over to the left because Ryan said to himself, if there's a pan with a pan handle, there must be a body holding it. And he saw New Mexico right next to it. But he said, that's just the body. There's no head on that body. So he looked right above New Mexico on a geographical map and saw Colorado. And if you look at Colorado as a state, and it's Denver City, it's financially, it's blessed. It's blessed geographically and in the business district, but there's a few things that bothered Ryan when he got into Denver on Amtrak. And if you take the Amtrak station to Denver, Colorado, if you take the Amtrak train to the Denver Union Station in Colorado, you'll get off and there's an elevator system and a stepway that looks like it was made for Asians. It looks like foreign people designed this stairway and elevator system right next to Denver Union Station. And, so the Midwestern Washington, D.C. of America, which, some can't prove it's Canadian origin, but you look at the whole idea. Why do they have, there's 5 points to a star, aren't there? Some say, yeah, most stars have 5 points. Well, there's 5 states there. There's a head, which is the CIA, metaphorically or analogically. There's the body. That's New Mexico. That's the body holding the pan. The panhandle, which is Oklahoma. I said, what's in Oklahoma? And there's Quick Trip founded in Oklahoma, the gas stations. And that produces a lot of financial currency, a gas station system like that does. And I looked below, the fire, Texas. I said, what's in Texas? And there's a lot of government there. There's NASA. And Kansas has the food. Kansas has the KBI, not the FBI. Kansas wanted a different name for their Federal Bureau of Investigation. They call it the Kansas Bureau of Investigation. They also have Garmin International GPS, Global Positioning Systems. And they have Zzz.mmaio's Italian Buffet off of Metcalf in Overland Park. And I looked up Zzz.mmaio's on the internet, and its origin of creation was Colorado. Metaphorically, in this analogy, the CIA, the head, the brains of the operation, Colorado, which is so financially and adequate. So Ryan saw it, and he put a couple things together, and Angels told Ryan a long time ago, there's a chance, Ryan, that Garmin has secretively been producing microchips. Well, listen, before I get into this, Kansas, God told me, the state of Kansas has a government base in a missile silo that is considered illegal regarding our constitutional documents in America for possessing a firearm. They have a World War III. The Angels told me there's a World War III nuclear missile warhead that they have secretly planted in the state of Kansas near one of their government bases. The Angels were bothered, and they told Ryan about it. The Kansas government has a secret World War III nuclear warhead device in a silo, and it's illegal, or it's constitutionally unrightful with law fulfillment of the U.S. Congress in Washington, D.C., Maryland. But you have Garmin, and Kansas, and that's a global positioning system, and you have NASA in Texas. So, anyways, look into it. You might not find the answers, but you gotta believe. This isn't bullshit. It's real truthful. So, if you heard it, please don't hate me as a person. I was given prophecy and angelic. Well, I was given revelations from angels. So, just wanted to share the message. Take care.